Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the daily reading for Thursday, the 2nd of May 2019. 3-card major arcana reading, possibly with some clarifiers. Then one from the swords, one from the wands, one from the pentacles, and one from the cups. Okay. Final cut. Here we go. Strength. The moon. The Empress. Wow, what a beautiful spread. Absolutely beautiful spread. Okay, well, strength and the Empress here in the first and last positions in this reading really says to me that no matter how hard you feel you have to fight yourself, because that's what this is, strength. It's the overcoming of the inner wild animal, the taming and disciplining of the inner rampant toddler. No matter how hard that struggle may seem today, all is absolutely beautifully well, and there is only growth. And that's what we have here in the Empress. Benign, benevolent, fecundity, fertility, creativity. You can only add to the heap of riches in your lap today, even though it might feel like you've got a screaming baby in your lap today. The veil card for today, that which is obscuring our vision, is the moon. Now, for me, the key feature of this card is the mysterious crustacean. I understand about the dogs baying at the moon. I get that. They go a bit loopy when the moon is full. We're 2 days away from a new moon at the moment, so the skies are dark at night. But for the longest time, I wondered, why is there a fucking lobster sitting there? Like, what's that about? And then I did a bit of digging and I found out that the lobster is a really, really special creature, a really unusual creature, in that it lives for a very, very long time. And as far as I remember, it lives mainly alone. And I was looking the other day at the life cycle of the lobster, and in particular how it sheds its shell. And when it sheds its shell, it goes off on its own and it bends itself, it kind of curls itself into a shape where its back, the back part of the shell, cracks open. And then it kind of pulls itself out, and then it has to stay really quiet and really safe, like snaffled away somewhere at the bottom of the ocean, while the new shell hardens around it. So what we're dealing with here in the moon card, in the context of the lobster, is this breaking open, this inevitable breaking open of the carapace to reveal what's inside. It's a solitary matter. Now, the moon comes right very, very close towards the end of the tarot cycle. And its significance, I believe, is that having gone through the whole gamut of change and evolution and development that is represented by the tarot cycle, before we can get to the fulfillment and the contentment and the yoga, meaning union of self with self, under the benevolent rays of the sun in the next card, and then on to judgment, and then the world. We have to go through this. We have to go through this process of cracking open and all the stuff that has been buried in the deep of us, the secrets, the squashed memories, the half-forgotten memories, perhaps the lies that we've told ourselves. It has to come out. You cannot get to the fulfillment of the world and say that the job is done until this stuff has come out. So, fine. However, in this reading, the moon, with all those associations, is here as the veil card. So it's what's obscuring our vision, what's making it difficult to see things as they really are, which is the Empress. So we've got two cards here, Strength and the Moon, both of which are indicative of an inner struggle and a need, a perceived need, certainly in the case of card number one, things as we see them, a perceived need to dredge it all up from the depths and control it. And a fear here in the Moon card that what's down there to be brought up is, to put it loosely, bad. Okay, now this is an illusion today. I mean, the moon is to do with illusion in and of itself, but in some respects, and things being sort of misty and difficult to see, and yeah, veiled. But today, what is veiled is the veil. And we have here things as they really are, this superb blessing of the Empress in the upright. So the challenge today, I would say, thus far into this reading, is to not worry too much. And I mean, it's always good to discipline and bring into maturity the inner child. In transactional analysis, a form of psychotherapy, the model is a kind of updating of the Jungian model. In the Jungian model, in the Jungian model, we have the superego, the ego, and the id. In transactional analysis, we have the parent, the adult, and the child. And health is in the comfortable union, again, union, yoga. That's what yoga actually means, you know, union with the divine. Healthy functioning involves a comfortable union of these three parts. So it's always good, as here in the Strength card, to acknowledge the inner child, the toddler who wants what they want, and they want it now. And if they don't get it, they'll scream and scream and scream and scream and scream and throw a tantrum and throw themselves on the floor and make themselves sick and make them, turn blue and all of that until you give them what they want. That's never going to lead to a good life for either party, for the parent or the child. So it's always good to look at that and see how that is working. But today, as I say in this reading, we're adding to that with the sense that what is in that child is bad and is something that is best kept buried. And that in itself, that's never going to work either. But as I say, this is the illusion, this is the veil today, that which clouds our vision. So it's unnecessary. We were all a child once. And we were selfish and stupid because our brains weren't properly wired up, and vulnerable. And those who had charge of us did what they could to handle themselves around us in that way. But things as they really are is the cosmic mother, and she's in the upright today. So there really, really is nothing to worry about. As I say, we can only add to the wealth and the fruit and the glory heaped in our lap. How beautiful. I'm not going to clarify any of this. I'm going to move straight on and get one from the swords. Ooh, okay, this is a departure. This is a move from one place to another. Six of Swords always reminds me of the, today, I'd clarify, it reminds me of the Lovers card, this shift of paradigm. Here we are moving from one shore to the other. And in Tibetan Buddhism, the primordial female is the goddess Tara, principally green Tara, the mother of the Buddhas, who is said to help us cross from one shore to the other. And that's what we have going on here. The water is calm. The man doing the punting knows what he's doing, and you're safe in the boat. And the swords, all neatly stacked upright, are not making holes in the bottom of that boat. They are there for you to use when you get to the other side. There is safe passage. Safe passage. Another mother, Queen of Wands. Oh, so here we have effective, powerful action in the world. How similar they are. Look at that. Both utterly, utterly secure on their throne, completely benevolent. She's holding that sunflower, and she really reminds me of Tara, who holds a lotus. The beauty that grows out of the mucky mud. That's why in Buddhism the lotus is such a prevalent symbol, because it grows up out of the crap, out of the mud, into this most beautiful structure. Oh, I'm getting faintly ecstatic. This is wonderful. Ten of Pentacles. Take your wealth to town. You can take this to the outside world. And again, I'm seeing even more strongly in the context of the presence of the Ten of Pentacles here, the lack of necessity to be buried today at the bottom of the ocean. Absolutely not necessary. The karmic wealth can be taken to town. It's not, likewise, it's not necessary to show it off, and there's no showing off going on here. Nobody's noticed. Look, they're just having a little chat. They're not concerned with it. And here is the old man who has spent his life building up this wealth. Really quite similar in his garb to the King of Pentacles. Very similar cloak. And the animals, who in many respects know a damn sight more than we do about us and about each other, are very comfortable here with the old man. Wealth is everywhere today. Everywhere. Okay, and one from the cups. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, if you are going to delve into your past today, in terms of the Strength card, and possibly even the Moon card, but as I've said, it's not necessary to sort of see what you're delving into as particularly problematic, because we have such auspicious presence here on the table. The journey into the past today will be a sweet one. As I said, we were all a child once, and those charged with our care when we were a child were also children once. And back and back and back it goes. And I would say today we have safe passage, we have abundance, we have a lap full of delightful, gurgling babies. And in the back and back and back nature of the Six of Cups here, the gift offered from one child to another is the gift of forgiveness. Safe passage, all is forgiven. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for another film. Have a wondrous, beautiful day. Bye-bye.